Fire validation understands that the challenge is enormous without digital transformation. When I talk about digital transformation, I'm not talking about automated to decrease jobs. I'm talking about of making the company to be compliant with regulations. Basically, there are companies that are in 3 levels of how they operate validation. The first is the conventional model, as we had in 5 or 10 years, that is based on paper. Then the validation professional produces the documents in Word, for example, based on a template. They proceed with informal review and approval workflow by email, and then print, collect signatures manually, remembering that during the pandemic was a challenge. Assemble the physical folders, run the tests manually, and keep the documentation as a single hard copy. In Module 2, the validation professional generates the documentation in Word, proceed with the review and approval workflow using an EDMS, Electronic Document Management System, which solves one part of the documentation because an EDMS does not understand or manage the test phase. Because when one approves the protocol, they can't test it because an EDMS does not separate the tests steps to be performed. For these tests management, some clients use ALM, Application Management Software. Interesting application, very used in software development, including software house. ALM is expensive and does not come ready to manage validation tests. Usually, this kind of application requires a high level for configuration to manage validation tests phase and their reports to consolidate the tests that passed or failed separated by per phase, IQ, OQ, and PQ.